Good day. Welcome back to another week of Talking Technical, and thank you for the requests. Last week was quite an interesting show, and I got a lot of response from viewers saying, yes, we cannot believe that the markets are doing this, especially the S&P and even the Nasdaq, and that the explanation on the cup and handle or inverse cup and handle was also interesting. I got a few comments on that. But as always, let's have a look at some of the shares that is surprising us. And look at Pick and Pay. We called it a while back on the weekly chart. Our subscribers to the normal candle of the day is also quite excited because we called it almost very close to the bottom, and the share is slowly but surely performing to the upside. On the other hand, we did a tiny little survey the other day on our candle group and the Kers van die Dag group, just to ask them if they would like to see more international shares featuring. We covered an international share, and suddenly that morning we got quite a few good emails and say, please, Frans, can you guys, you and Christel, maybe cover some more international shares because some of our money is already overseas and sometimes we buy it on a platform locally. And as always, if you want to open an overseas account, the best person to contact is Christel at admin@fransdeklerk.com. So use admin@fransdeklerk.com and she can assist you with platforms or even an international trading account. But let's have a look. Let's kick off with Pick and Pay. Now let's have a look at it. I mean, this share lost momentum above 63 Rand and 10 cents around January 2023. Now, since then, it just went one way. It's well a waterfall formation, but suddenly in the last couple of weeks, we're starting to see it's coming back slowly but surely. But what I like about it, look at this 40-week moving average. This 40-week moving average is not that far from crossing, and that will be a good sign to me. Let's quickly put in the 20 moving average here. I just want to show you something. In actual fact, I would love to see that the share is starting to show maybe the first sign of strength on the 20, but let's have a look. We'll quickly see there. I just want to make it a little bit brighter. There you are. Let's use that green there and let's make it a little bit thicker. There you are. Well, the 20-week moving average, this has turned into a support. And look at this candle. That candle already started to touch that. Remember, this is a weekly chart, but I would love if we can get a golden cross formation sometime in the future. Reason why is look what happens if you get a dead cross. If you get a dead cross, it tells you that the momentum is to the downside and the share can go much lower. But look what happens if you get a golden cross. Sometimes you see a nice move, but suddenly look at this share like that. It gave one, it gave you maybe 5 or 7%, then it collapsed exactly here. But I mean, after this massive drop in the share price, we can maybe see a little bit of a turnaround. So let's have a look here. I want to use this line. There you are. And most of the viewers that's got the share will be happy to know that if the share can get above 26 Rand and 57, we will probably see a new higher high because all of those were higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. But I wonder if we're not going to see maybe a left shoulder, and here we're sitting on the right shoulder, on the head, and maybe we're going to see a tiny little right shoulder developing here. But the crucial level here is, of course, 26 Rand 57. If that can turn into a support, yes, it can go all the way to this 40-week moving average. Can you believe 30 Rand and 27 cents? This is one of the dogs of the market that nobody wanted to touch. And suddenly this share looks quite interesting to me. Let's have a look at an old favorite that I also mentioned before is Transaction Capital. Now you can remember these guys are involved with the taxis. Everybody was worried that the company can go under. And I also looked at the share a while back, and I'm going to use the same thing. I use a weekly chart. Why? Because it's a chart that only shows the close of the candles on a Friday. what do we see? This beautiful resistance that we showed out in the past, or we pointed it out, was sitting at 7 Rand and 4 cents. But in the meantime, this ugly share that had a dead cross is starting to show that there is maybe a golden cross in the making. And for me, it's quite simple. If I zoom it out a little bit, there you are. As long as we can stay above this 40-week moving average, that's sitting at 653, it will be positive to me. And what do we see here? And there you are, left shoulder. You see the head, you see a tiny little right shoulder, and if you don't want to see that, you see what we call a classic cup and handle formation. There is the handle, there's the cup, and what's the target of this? If it does play out, it's already reached its conservative target. I'm going to do the continuation straight away, and that will be probably take the share up to 9 Rand and 23 cents in time to come. So I'm quite excited about transaction capital. Maybe a golden cross can give us some more upside momentum. And it also looks like that the company fundamentally is slowly but surely showing signs of a little bit of strength or improvement. Let's have a look at another one. That was also a dark of the market, and that is Multichoice. Now, you know now by now that, of course, if you think about it, Multichoice struggled really with subscribers to please them. And what did we see? A while back, we showed you guys this falling wedge. There you are. I just want to maybe put it back so that you can see. There you are. There is the 40-week moving average. There's the 20-week moving average. And what did we learn in the last few weeks? That suddenly there's a company, Canal Plus, in France that wants to buy Multichoice. But this brings me to another topic. I know we're sometimes very negative on South Africa, and we sometimes see just the negative side to things. But some of the overseas companies see that South Africa, the companies here is maybe cheap. And don't be surprised that we can maybe see another few multi-choices or other companies like we had in the past. Can you remember KWV? The Stel was all companies that were suddenly spotted by overseas companies. Even, can you remember SA Breweries? Suddenly it was bought out by another company. So don't be that negative. But here's a classic proof. Golden Cross, Dead Cross, Golden Cross, and I mean above 99.27, it can even go higher. For me personally, if you did buy it there, you can maybe sit onto it and hold on to it, because now it's a corporation situation where everybody will talk about it and they will decide on the price. So maybe it's too late to chase it now. But let's see if we can maybe fit in another one, because our time is running out. I want to show you this company, Eli Lilly. I mean, this is one of the companies that is just doing so well in the world. I mean, everybody is just telling you that this company cannot go lower. I just want to see, yeah, there you are, Eli Lilly. Now look at this company. I mean, this is a medical company doing some medicine. And look at this Lampel formation. But look what this company, this solid company, every time that you just see like a dead cross, the buyers come in. There you are. There you are. There you are. That just shows you this is a solid performer. I mean, can you believe it? In 2021, the share was trading at $146. Now it is trading at $740. So for all of us that didn't buy it, well, I was one of them that did not buy it, I think it's too late. And look at this gap that formed out here. But this Lampel formation will sometime maybe will give us a reversal. But look at this momentum. It is so strong to the upside. I'm a little bit nervous to even say that it is a short, or maybe it can come back. But where's this gap? Just write it down if you guys got it. It is 682, and the gap will close at 672. So it can easily give you a surprise and just move a little bit lower in time to come. Too late to buy for me, but if you are a momentum buyer, you can buy it, but use this gap as your stop loss. And where's that stop loss? It's the high of this candle. That candle sits exactly at 672. Well, thank you for visiting our website as always, www.fransdeklerk.com. Remember, if you want to see more international shares featuring in our writings, yes, we do it always in the newsletter on the weekend, but now during the week, we will cover some more international shares. Not a lot, but we will cover maybe one or two per week so that you can maybe grasp onto that and maybe use that as an opportunity and as well learn a bit. Well, all the best. See you. Chat again. Bye bye.